Well, guys, I figured I'd do a quick little aquaponics update. Not a lot going on today, but I thought you might want to just see these plants have been in here about 2 weeks now in the deep water raft bed. And when we do some conversion stuff soon, we're going to actually raise that overflow up so it's as high as that one there, which I think will actually help, because even though we got shade cloth and all, but that's a good thing. But I think it's actually, some of these plants are getting a bit more shade than they should because they're so deep in this bin. Anyway, let's take a look at the roots on some of them just to see how they're doing after 2 weeks. And that's part of the magic of aquaponics right there. Look at the root systems. Make sure I get that back in that hole right and don't pinch them. Let's take a look at some of this lettuce over here. This one looks really healthy. Good Lord. Look at that. And you know, healthy roots, healthy plants. I mean, that longest root has to be, what do you think, a foot and a half, 18 inches long? Nice and clean looking too. It's probably because his minnows are down there cleaning everything off. Let's take a look at the watercress, which is kind of going mental on me. This is a very small piece of watercress I planted here. And that's just, yeah. Hey, look how healthy that is. It was like pale yellow, like that leaf right there when I put it in there, because this was bought from a grocery store. You can see, we really don't have even that many fish in the system yet. Cilantro, it could use some more growth. It's probably getting shaded out back there. These two shallow wicking beds, again, we're going to convert these to flood and drain. They're going to go in the greenhouse back over there. And we'll either put another deep wicking or another deep water. We might do a deep water here, so we have 3 deep waters in a row and then the rest deep wicking. But there was some carrot seed that I just tossed in here that's coming up now. I don't think we'll get any carrots though, because this is coming out on Saturday or Sunday this week. And as you can see, it just really hasn't started to form any real good roots for eating yet. But you know what? It's not a total loss, because the girls like it. Where you at, girls? Huh? Give them another one. Yeah. So they get a snack out of it. This is what the rest of these beds will be. Deep water wicking. A little bit of garlic back there. As you can see, I mean, it's just beautiful soil. Perfect moisture level. And we should have really good results this year. And there's the stands that I've been building. I think the last time I showed you this, I had 2 stands built. Got 2 more built. And I'm hoping today, when I get done with the podcast and check on the baby ducks and all, to get my last one. So that'll give us 9 total stands here. And I think it's going to be really cool. We're going to do quite a few vining crops. We'll train them up the back there and along this so that it's hanging down. Cucumbers, melons, squash, things like that. And I'm thinking with it being elevated off the ground, and even though insects can get in here, we should have a lot less issues with squash bugs. At least I would think. One little modification I made. When I first built these stands, I did what you would expect. I kind of put these out toward the end of the tanks. Maybe this one's a little bit better angle. And then I looked at it and said, that doesn't make sense. And if you look at these tanks, they have these really beefy feet right here. So what I did is I figured out there was about 17 inches center off of this side to put that board right where it would fit under that foot. And then, of course, 1 dead center. Some of you guys talked about turning these boards vertical. That will give you more support. And when we test the first one, if there's any kind of sag, if there's anything that appears that this is not structurally sound, what we'll do is we'll actually put a vertical board up underneath it. I just don't think over this distance it's going to be necessary with the weight distributed across 3 pressure treated 4x4s. The issue though, if you go and do what you're talking about, which is just go straight vertical, then the weight is being borne by these screws, okay, or nails, rather than these lag bolts. So the main shearing force on this is against this vertical brace. And this vertical brace is lag bolted into a 4x4. And you can't get anywhere near as much structural integrity going into the end grain of a 2x4, especially with something like a lag bolt. You're going to get splitting even if you drill it with a lag bolt. So again, if we think there's any problems, we'll go ahead and do that. I just don't see it. We've done other things with tanks before like this, and we've never had a problem. And again, these are going to be wicking beds, not deep water beds. I don't see any of these being deep water beds. 3 deep water beds would be more than enough in a system. I'm not even sure we're going to have 3. We might go with 2. And I'm hoping the Tractor Supply gets more of these in, because yesterday I went on a wild goose chase, and if I want to chase geese, I could have stayed here. I don't need to be going off to Granbury, and bought 4, paid for them, got there, and the rude girl told me they only had 1. Wasn't her fault they only had 1, but it was her fault for being rude. Anyway, got a lot going on today. Lots of updates to the YouTube channel. Remember, guys, subscribe to the channel, and when you do, there's a little thing there you can click to set your settings. If you change it to where it'll give you an email every time I upload a new video, you'll get an email alert whenever I upload a new video. And get by the survivalpodcast.com and check out my daily audio podcast.